News coming in this afternoon of another horror attack in Manchester. Two people have been killed. At least that's the update as per now. Two people have been killed in an attack near a Manchester synagogue. The suspect has been shot by the UK police. The suspect is dead, I believe. Appalled UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer departs early from a European summit in Copenhagen and decries that this happened on Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur. We have a picture here of the emergency services. We have the ambulance, we have the fire brigade, and of course we have armed police who dispatched of the attacker. That was caught on camera as well. Emergency personnel work at the scene following the incident outside a synagogue in North Manchester, Britain, today, October the 2nd, 2025. So this was apparently a ramming attack, a stabbing attack. The suspect was shot and had suspected explosives strapped to him as well. So as you can imagine, complete pandemonium in and around that area. This is a picture of the alleged attacker, obviously before he was shot, taken down and neutralized by armed British police. So I'm going to get into the details of the story. Obviously, allegations or speculation is rife. Who is behind this? Who could it have been? And believe it or not, the disgusting and disgraceful BBC are already trying to put it out there that this was the work of the far right. This could have been the work of the far right, despite having absolutely no information whatsoever whether or not this is being categorized as a terror attack. I'm sure it will be, given that there is a heightened terror alert in place in Britain at the minute, and also arguably in Ireland too. I made a video yesterday where a man is being detained by Garda Síochána in Ireland, in Dublin, for threats made to carry out a mass shooting, mass casualty event as part of an Islamic terrorist group in Dublin. And there was a large march there last week. This guy was arrested the day before it. There were a lot of armed Gardaí undercover spotted on the streets of Dublin last weekend. There's another march coming up this weekend. High alert, high alert. So this is the video footage of the suspect just after he's been neutralized, and with the police warning the bystanders and the people that are standing around looking at what's going on that there could be a bomb. The guy could be wired up with high explosives to get the hell out of there. That's the potential follow-up to this. The guy could have blown up. So here we go.
Fucking hell, they just...
Everybody else, get back! If you're not involved, move back! Get away! Somebody stay with casualties! Everybody else, he has a bomb! Go away!
He's got a bomb on him! He's got a bomb on him! Mate, he's got a... Man, he's got a bomb on him!
That was the guy, the shooter, lying on the ground. You can just see him there, and you heard the police. Certainly, it sounded like the police saying that he's got a bomb. Move back.
Everybody else, get back! If you're not involved, move back! Get away! Somebody stay with casualties! Everybody else, he has a bomb! Go away!
He's got a bomb on him!
So you heard the police. That was the police saying he's got a bomb. Go away. Move back. Waving at bystanders to get out of the way, while the suspect, after he's been shot on the ground, as you can see there beside that black poster, that's his body on the ground. So that were the scenes after the police had arrived. Obviously, the details are that the UK police say they have shot a suspect in an attack outside a synagogue in the north of Manchester. 2 people were killed, adding they are treating it as a terrorist attack. So This is just coming in. Literally, I've just seen this story, so I'm bringing it to you straight away. So understandably, it is being classed as a terrorist attack. Greater Manchester Police said in a series of posts they were called to Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue. So Heaton Park Synagogue in Manchester, in Crumpsall, early after 8:30 or 8:30 GMT this morning by a member of the public. They said they had witnessed a car being rammed into people. So this is an eyewitness account. One man had also been stabbed. So it was a ramming with a car followed by a stabbing. Police confirmed that 2 people were killed in the attack, and a third person suspected to be the attacker was shot by police and also believed to have died. So at least 2 casualties, plus the attacker, the alleged attacker as well, who was shot, presumed dead by police also. They could not confirm if he was dead due to safety issues surrounding suspicious items on his person, most likely in relation to the police call for people to move back because he had a bomb. So obviously, I'm just relaying back footage that's out there in the public domain. He has bomb disposal also were called and were at the scene of the attack, the synagogue in Manchester. 3 other people remain in a serious condition. So we've got 3 fatalities, definitely 2, probably 1, 3 fatalities, plus 3 other people in a serious condition in hospital. Shots were fired by officers at 9:38 a.m., so pretty quickly after they were called to the scene. By 9:41, paramedics had arrived at the scene, leading to 4 people with injuries caused by both the vehicle and stab wounds, they said. So police said they had declared Plato, which is a national code word used by emergency services when they're responding to what they call marauding terror attacks. People driving indiscriminately into crowds using a vehicle as a weapon, people indiscriminately running around stabbing at people. So they obviously took this as a marauding terror attack, which it was by the looks of it. This triggered Starmer to leave Denmark early, talking about the future of the continent. Yeah, like if that imbecile Starmer's involved with it, it can only be bad things. But he's back in the UK anyway. He said additional police officers will be deployed at synagogues across the UK. Whether or not that'll make any difference or not is anybody's guess. He's likely to attend a COBRA meeting, an emergency government meeting, on return to the UK, report Al Jazeera. So, and that suggests that Starmer and the government believe this is a significant incident, a terrorist incident, or something else. I would say all of the above. It is appearing that the British government is taking this seriously. Well, of course they are. What else are they going to do? Can't you say, oh, it was no big deal? Also, King Charles has crawled out from underneath whatever rock he was residing under to say that he was deeply shocked and saddened by the attack. Rabbi Jonathan Romain, head of the Rabbinic Court of Great Britain, said this would raise fears among Jews that political violence could turn to religious hatred. Muslim Council of Britain unequivocally condemned the attack of violence, adding the timing of the attack on Yom Kippur made it all the more distressing. Interesting. Andy Burnham said the offender was believed dead. Speaking to the BBC radio, he said as a result, degree of reassurance can be given that it's not a developing, ongoing threat. Yeah, it's not developing or ongoing until the next one happens. You know, till the next one happens, Andy. So lastly, we'll have a quick look at this, quite frankly, sickening BBC article just for a minute, where, you know, they try and seed into the public's consciousness that this must be the work of far-right extremists. You know, surely it must be. They allude to other groups also, but they don't mention the crazy, intolerant, violent far left. No problem pulling the trigger on the far right, though, so let's hear what they say.
Seeing right around the world is coming from those Middle East tensions. Now, we do not know any details about the attacker here or any motive, but but it's clear, as you said, that many communities have felt vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, the Jewish community has felt vulnerable since before.
Someone asked the question also, maybe somebody can leave a message in the comments. Who are these guys here with the yellow baseball caps that are patrolling the area? They've got communications equipment on. They're wearing branded vests. They've got some tape cordoning off that road. Who are the guys in the yellow baseball caps? What does the yellow baseball cap signify? That's another question that I've seen asked.
The October the 7th attacks 2 years ago, they did feel that there was a rising tension, and it was coming from two directions. It was coming from people who had a political mindset linked to what was going on in the Middle East, but also from the far right, which hasn't completely gone away
far
into
right.
the Jewish community. Some of the neo-Nazi groups that we've investigated over the years have clearly still had a deeply anti-Semitic mindset and a violently anti-Semitic mindset as well. But clearly, Israel's response to what happened on October the 7th and what's happened in Gaza has hugely raised the temperature on issues around the Jewish community everywhere in the world, but including in the UK.
Yeah. So what's that got to do with the so-called far right? Anyway, what more do you expect from the gutter press, the gutter legacy media that masquerades as the BBC or the British Broadcasting Corporation? So those are the details that are coming in the minute. Terrorist attack on a synagogue today on Yom Kippur. 2 dead, shooter or driver stabber has also been shot, suspected to be packing explosives. At least 3 to 4 other people in a serious condition in hospital, and an emergency Cobra meeting called by Starmer, who legged it back from Denmark as fast as he could get back, and already is talking about increasing security around synagogues in Britain. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is there anything he realistically can do to stop anything like this happening on any group in the UK at this point in time? And surely, with the amount of intelligence that the British government has, they must have some idea who this attacker is. I'm sure he's been identified by now, and I'm sure the details would have been released by now had they not been inflammatory. But anyway, what do I know? Leave me your thoughts and comments below. Share this video. Use it for whatever purposes you want. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already do so. But if you don't, I'm not going to fall out with you about it. Just watch the content, which you've done. Thank you. Leave a message, which you might have done. If you haven't, do it. And share the content, very importantly. So for now, I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.